people? We back with another video, and we here to watch some a New Orleans man. Look. Check it out, bro. I ain't look at the description. See, that's the thing, boy. When you do videos or you trying to like niche or whatever, bro, people feel comfort in that because they know what you're gonna post. They feel comfortable in that because they know what you're going. I know he posted about somebody being smacked. The Family TV. If y'all want to look into his videos yourself, this Family TV. But we can sit here, relax, and watch it out. Let's just get right into it.
It was a black woman that was brutally gunned down, murdered.
Some people say you can't get arrested for the crimes that you did, and they know you did it. Sometimes street justice is even more satisfying. But it's even rare you get both. People in the streets often rather see street justice before you get locked up, especially when they lost a loved one to gun violence. Losing somebody you love to such senseless act can lead to individuals and communities to seek retribution outside of the legal system. We always speak on how assuming having someone get locked up is a symbol of closure, but this complex emotional landscape highlights how deeply personal tragedies can shape perceptions of justice and even sympathy. But fam, can you imagine a scenario where both inmates and law enforcement share a mutual dislike for an individual? That's what we got here today. A man who took his girlfriend's life on camera, broad daylight, using an assault rifle, overkill. And while on the run, he shot an officer before being captured. Make that long story short, before trial even started, he lost his life. Today we go over this story, pay our respects to the victim, talk about the details, and what we know as far as the public today. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Family, today we visit a place where they known and struggle with high crime rates. New Orleans, Louisiana. Back in 2022, the year this incident occurred, the city had reported an increase in violent crimes, including homicides and aggravated assaults. The city had one of the highest homicide rates in the nation. Reports indicating that the number of homicides was notably 2000 compared to previous years. And this was no different on June 27, 2022, where a mom of 3, who was identified as Cassandra Jones, was shot multiple times in broad daylight. The murder was recorded on a cell phone video from a nearby apartment.
Bro, that is crazy, Brody. That is crazy, bro. Like, man, what the heck he did to her? And then you go killing. She got 3 kids. I mean, shoot, we can't say that. We be out here killing guys, and they be having 3 kids. They be out there having 3 kids, 4 kids, 5 kids. That's what man gets spent on. So can't really just say that's about the woman, but the woman are a nurturer, so they kind of play like a deep emotional part when a woman get killed and removed away from her kids. But let's see what's going on.
Fortunately, the person released it to the public via social media. The New Orleans Police Department identified the killer as Jones' ex-boyfriend, B.J. Brown, a man who wasn't new to law enforcement, arrested 15 times in the last 5 years. Right. Cassandra Jones had a temporary restraining order against B.J. in the prior month. And the mother's apartment building was in the Iberville neighborhood. Her twin daughters, who was 19 years old at the time, was living in Jackson, Mississippi with their father, frantically trying to call their mother, but got no answer. Eventually, the older sister, Akeelia Jenkins, reached out to them to say that their mother had been shot and was in the hospital. The twins had raced to New Orleans, and every so often, they would get pictures texted them of their mother lying on the sidewalk outside of her apartment building. The image was circulating rapidly on social media. The daughters heard Jones had been shot 3 times in the leg, and they couldn't wait to get to the hospital to give her a hug and talk about what happened. Instead, they were greeted by a doctor who told them their mother had died from surgery. After they identified their mother's body, the grieving daughter started walking out of the hospital when they were stopped by a friend of Jones, who began showing them a cell phone. Quoting, "Look at this," Jania said the woman told them, before showing her a video circulating online of B.J. Brown shooting their mother with an assault rifle. Quote, "We didn't know that we were about to watch that," Jalen said. One of the twins started throwing up and the other started crying. They hadn't realized that there were video footage of the incident, and they said they certainly would have decided not to watch it, especially at the moment. Jania said she still replays that video in her head, hearing her mother shout for help, and sometimes has nightmares that she was the one shot. Jalen said she doesn't like to ever be alone anymore, so that she doesn't replay the scene entirely. Quote, "My heart is broken into pieces. We don't know when we're going to get justice for what he did to my mama." End quote. And at this time, B.J. Brown still wasn't arrested.
Right.
B.J. ended up going hundreds of miles away to Tennessee, outside of Nashville, where authorities say he shot a police officer during a traffic stop and ran into the woods. This was an area that only had a staff of 6 officers.
Right now, the search continues for a man New Orleans police say shot.
Bro, these guys was only having 6 officers. Of course things was going into their own hands. As far as like street comeback type stuff. Y'all only got 6 officers. But like, bro, what's going on with this man? What's going on, bro? Yeah, they
Killed a woman on Iberville Street, then drove to Middle Tennessee, where police there say he shot a police officer.
It's a shocking case now that has gone across the state. Law enforcement officers all over the Southeast looking for the man that's on your screen right now. This is 32-year-old B.J. Brown. Well, tonight we're learning more about the relationship Brown may have had with the woman he's accused of killing, Cassandra Jones.
Investigators say Brown shot and killed Jones around 9:30 yesterday morning. He then drove more than 500 miles to Erin, Tennessee. That's northwest of Nashville. And as Mike McDaniel explains in tonight's top story, court records point to past domestic abuse and a petition for protection that never happened.
Stop scrolling if your smile is suffering. Have you experienced any dental issues since starting Suboxone? Look, if you've been
Wanted for murder, New Orleans police are looking for 32-year-old B.J. Brown, accused of killing a woman who family members identify as Cassandra Jones.
This was a black woman that was brutally gunned down, murdered.
It happened Monday morning inside an apartment complex in the 1400 block of Iberville Street. A witness tells Eyewitness News Brown shot Jones in the back. She ran, then collapsed. That's when video circulating online shows a man walk up to Jones with a long gun, shooting her at least 2 more times. Family members of Jones say she and Brown used to date, and according to court records, there's a history of domestic abuse. Jones filed a petition for protection back in May, accusing Brown of multiple forms of abuse: physical, mental, financial, and sexual. In a written statement, Jones wrote Brown even tried to smother her with a pillow after an argument. The clerk of court says a temporary restraining order was never put in place because, for whatever reason, Jones never proceeded with it. She even worked in the office as a deputy clerk for the last year.
That love. Y'all know what that love is. Y'all know what that love is, bro. Bruh, girls, please be careful who y'all dealing with, bro. Please be careful what y'all dealing with, bro. Bro, I had a cousin. Well, I ain't had a cousin, she's so. They just got locked up over some domestic stuff, and I'm just like, bro. Anybody got in all this always talking about she love that toxic stuff. This stuff is not cute, man. This stuff is not cute. It's no, like, for people that want and that think this stuff is, I mean, not saying that nobody should argue or it's never gonna be a fight when you're in a relationship, but I'm just saying, like, if it gotta go this far, not as far as killing, but like, y'all gotta put your hands on each other, or you gotta get papers to get this person away from you. Y'all should not be dealing with each other. I don't give a heck about none of that. Oh, I love him, this and this and that. No, that ain't love, my friend. Y'all need to leave each other alone.
Owned for crime and domestic violence is kind of serious in our community.
Chris Davis lives near where the murder happened and is shaken by it.
It was just awful. It shouldn't happen. That type of stuff shouldn't happen in broad daylight in a normal community, you know?
Right. And it didn't end in that community. Brown is also linked to shooting an officer Monday night while on the run, 530 miles away near Erin, Tennessee, west of Nashville. That's where an emotional police chief, Mark Moore, says an officer tried to make a traffic stop, only to be shot by Brown before he ran away.
Make no mistake whatsoever, this was an ambush on an officer.
Moore says that officer is expected to survive. This type of crime in New Orleans has activist Amir Baraka worried about the future of the city.
When a young man can walk with a machine gun, shoot a woman, and just walk around the apartment building, then come back and finish it off, that's bold. That's bold. He don't give a damn.
A bold move caught on video, now etched in the minds of the community. Mike McDaniel, Eyewitness News.
He was eventually taken into custody after a statewide manhunt. Now, the only update that Cassandra's family and her daughters received was from Tennessee authorities about B.J. Brown's upcoming trial in 2024.
Right.
It ended up being pushed back to 2025, and that was only for the attempt murder of the police officer. The last time they heard from New Orleans authorities was 2023, after their mother was killed, when a U.S. Marshal told them he would keep them updated on any future court dates. Now, Jones' family said they called the U.S. Marshals throughout the years, but hasn't gotten a response on their request for updates. But unfortunately, B.J. Brown wouldn't be able to make trial for neither case. He got a life sentence and a plea agreement for the attempt M on the officer. But as far as Cassandra, her family never got justice. Or maybe until recently. Now 34 years old, B.J. Brown lost his life while in jail on November 17, 2024. And the only thing authorities is releasing is there was no foul play.
Arrest until he was located and prosecuted and justice served, whether it be by a jury or Jesus.
And a WWL exclusive, we've confirmed a man accused of gunning down a New Orleans mom has died in a Tennessee prison. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Sharice Gibson. Katie is off tonight.
And somebody didn't agree with that. Somewhere he got lots of, they ain't agree with that one. They probably did it like that. Yo, these police is not dumb, man. These police are not dumb. They do little slick stuff to set you on up, put you in a whole little bubble. You tried to kill a cop, and you killed a woman? Bro, you're grass. You grass. I don't see no comeback from that one, my friend, but hey, man. He crashed out. He did what he did. And it was what it was.